Populating your garden with plants can become a life's work of experimentation, influenced by all sorts of factors. Climatic conditions, the suitability of various species to your area, the establishment of microclimates in your garden, and even just changing tastes. It's a bit of an ongoing experiment, really, which is one of the great pleasures of gardening and the occasional source of frustration when things don't work out like they're supposed to. Paying attention at the selection stage is one way of boosting your chances of success. Choosing Australian native plants is a sensible strategy for an Australian garden. But remember, it's a big country with a huge range of climate types, from tropical right through to cool alpine and everything in between. There's also a big range of soil types. So really, there's no such thing as a tough Aussie native plant that will grow anywhere. The best place to start your selection is with plants that have come from your region. This is one of my favourite nurseries in the hills of Perth, and it specialises in native plants. I live on the coastal plain near Fremantle, so these varieties of Pimelea ferruginea, Leucophyta brownii and Eremophila glabra that are all predisposed to the sandy, alkaline soils of my area are a good choice. Once these plants are established in my garden, they won't take too much effort in terms of ongoing care and maintenance, and that's the hallmark of plants that are well suited to the area. You just need to find out what those species are. Yes, there are some Australian natives that have a versatility about them, and that's true, up to a point. This one's a good example. It's Chrysocephalum apiculatum, or yellow buttons. It's a lovely spreading ground cover, like you can see here, and it actually grows in every state in Australia. But the populations will have different genetics, whether it's from Western Australia or northern Tasmania. So it makes sense to grow a plant that's been sourced from your area. It's likely to do much better. If you're looking outside of the pool of plants of your region, there are those that have been bred specifically to dial up qualities to make them more adaptable to a range of conditions. The appeal of kangaroo paws extends well beyond their local range in the southwest of WA, and the demand is satiated through plant breeding. For example, this kangaroo paw is Anaxanthus flavidus, a straight species form that does well in its local area, whereas all of these kangaroo paws are hybrids, which means that 2 or more species have been crossbred over time to bring out certain traits, such as flower colour, flower height, compact form, and disease resilience and adaptability, meaning they can be grown in a wider range of environments. And this kind of work has been done to lots of native plants, including many from WA, because we have so many standout plants. But look, at the end of the day, if you're trying to work out which native plant is best suited to your garden, simply ask a horticulturalist at the nursery. I mentioned that native plants, especially those local to your region, won't need too much in the way of TLC once established. But a little love will go a long way. Firstly, plant during the mild months and water regularly until established. And feeding them with a native fertiliser that is low in phosphorus will keep them in good health. Eventually, your native plants will also need an occasional prune, either to keep the plants to the right size and shape that you want, or in the case of flowering shrubs like this callistemon, by deadheading them after the flowers have faded, you'll encourage new foliage growth and strong flowering next season. Like I said in the beginning, gardening involves a little experimentation. But if you want to increase your chance of success, choose Australian native plants that herald from your local area, or those that have been bred to suit the conditions. Some prudent selection up front will make gardening a much more enjoyable experience.